reactions from you. All right, thank you very much. Oh, sorry. Sound good? All right. Well, thank you very much. This would be very brief. So we just came out for a short recess. We are going back in, and surely we'll be expected to have the budget presented. You just finished approving the new Chief Justice. What are the expectations? You have been putting a lot of investment in the constituency. What will the 2026 budget have that will be unique to prevent the MPs from going around constituencies and implementing development so that government can take over its original role of instituting development?
Well, I'm expecting the reset agenda to continue. I'm expecting policies that is going to make our city stronger, as we are seeing now. I'm expecting policy that is going to make it sustainable, because those days people were doing businesses but they were making losses. But now that the city is appreciating, businesses are thriving, businessmen and businesswomen are able to make certain decisions to support their businesses. And I'm expecting that to continue. I'm expecting that the budget should be able to bring policies that is going to create employment for the people of Ghana, especially the youths. Looking at what happened yesterday at Elwak, it's clear indications that there are no jobs. The unemployment rate is too high. So I'm expecting that the budget should bring some policy that is going to create jobs for the people of Ghana, especially the youths.
One thing that has always come up is the fact that MPs always have to play a developmental role in the constituency. And mostly what you rely on is your common fund, your share of the common fund. Should there be an increment in that area so that you'll be able to at least support yourself?
Well, it's a conversation that we've been having with our leaders. But very soon, we will come up with some policy that is going to support MPs to do some developmental projects in their various constituencies. I think it's in the right direction.
Thank you very much, sir.
Hello. All right. So we're still in Parliament. In no time, we would have the Finance Minister, Dr. Kasiela Tuforsen, in the House to present the 2026 budget to Parliament. I have with me here the Chairman of the Economy and Development Committee, Honorable Eric Afo. I would engage him briefly on what he also expects of the Finance Minister. Honorable, thanks for joining us on Channel 1 News.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Now, as Chair of the Economy and Development Committee, today we are expecting the Finance Minister in the House. What should be key expectations of Ghanaians? What should be the key things Ghanaians should expect from this particular policy document?
Thank you so much. Ghanaians should be expecting a lot. This is the second budget of our government. And I hope this is the time we are going to refer to the 2025 budget statement economic policy and look at the performance of the 2025 budget statement and the economic policy. So, how do you measure performance of a budget? You see, when you start a budget, you put out some certain indicators, and therefore you need to assess, let Ghanaians know whether you have been able to achieve those targets, and therefore we expect certain economic indicators to be enumerated and be telling Ghanaians how best we have been able to achieve them. First of all, we talk about how the economy has grown so far. You see, talking about overall growth of the GDP of the country, we expect within the mid-year, we had about 5.3% of the GDP. And the target set for 2025 was about 4.0%. So even at the middle of the year, we're able to, increase the figure. We talk about inflation. We know how has inflation sustained the economy so far. We need to also know. We talk about our debt to GDP ratio. How much do we owe now? We need to know. And the figure about GDP, debt to GDP ratio is very, very key in assessing the economy. And therefore, we need to know. We know that within the media budget review, we had about 43% as a debt to GDP ratio, which was about 68.1% from 2024 December. So these are certain indicators we expect the finance minister to give us so that we can know the performance of the 2025 budget for the 25 fiscal year. Notwithstanding, we're also expecting the finance minister to give us certain areas that we have expended so far. You see, how much was appropriated as capital expenditure, how much was released for that, goods and services, and the compensation. And also we need to know the employment generation within the 2025 budget statement. You see how many people have been able to get jobs, they need their jobs, especially the youth in the country. So we expect so much, from the the budget for 2026.
Talking about economic indicators, let me take you back a bit. How do we ensure that these positive outlooks transcend to the ordinary Ghanaian?
You see, the good measure of every economy is done by looking at the standard of living of the people, as you are alluded to. So let's see how people are living well in the country. You see, when we talk about standard of living of the people, we talk about availability and affordability of goods and services in the country. Are goods and services available in the country? Are we able to afford it? So me and you know what you're talking about. The Ghana Citi has been able to prove this for us. The Ghana Citi, the value of the Ghana Citi has been able to tell us that the standard of living in Ghana is quite good, it's favorable. What is the value of in a Ghana Citi? Talks about the amount of goods and services that the city can buy. Me and you know the inflation figure as we speak today, about 6.5. You understand my point? It tells you that if you have the money, you have the city, you'll be able to buy more goods and services. That tells you that the economy is good.
But many believe that we are not seeing that on the foot. When you go to the market, goods that you were hitherto buying them at a higher price, we still haven't seen much decrease in them.
We need to do a lot of work with this. Let's go into the market. You will experience and realize it. I learned the finance minister, started this journey by entering various market centers in the country. You see, it is popping up. Rice, like let's say a bag of rice that initially cost about 1,500. It's now 600 Ghana cedis. Okay. You see, oil, the price of oil is declining. So when it comes to construction side, iron rods, which was about 10,000 Ghana cedis per ton, it's now around, let's say, not even 7,000 Ghana cedis. Go to the market, you see. So to me, the standard of living of people in Ghana is very good. So that one is a good measure. And it's telling you that the economy of Ghana is good. You see, when we went for the IMF World Bank annual meeting, Ghana was the only country in Africa which was given the chance to sell, to showcase what we are doing in Ghana. Because it's all over that the economy of Ghana is doing well. So they wanted to know how and why Ghana's economy, which was previously in 2024, was in ditch, and this time it is doing well. So to me, the economy of this country is not bad. We are doing well. And we continue to do well. We'll see all these things from the 26th budget.
All right. Thank you so much for speaking to us. So you heard me speak to the Honorable Eric Afo. He is the chairman of the Economy and Development Committee of Parliament. I have also been joined by the Menchia South MP. He would also share with us what he expects from the 2026 budget, precisely from the Finance Minister today.
Thank you very much. I expect the Finance Minister to make provision for a budget that would see job availability to the teeming youth of this country. In the President's maiden address to Parliament, he stated that we have over 2 million Ghanaians who are unemployed. In the midst of that was the directive by the Chief of Staff to the effect that certain Ghanaians married with children in some instances or some cases should be sacked from their employment. Now,
but the argument was that they were not properly recruited.
It doesn't matter. As a result of that action, they are also unemployed. So add them to the 2 million. I'm sure if there was other stable, secured employment, well-paying, what happened yesterday at the Elwak, where we lost young Ghanaian lives, where some Ghanaians died, where some Ghanaians, young ones, got injured. They didn't die on the Sahara Desert in their quest to seek greener pastures abroad. They died in Ghana in their quest to be recruited into the security agency, into the Ghana Armed Forces. And so I am hoping that the budget will create the opportunity for Ghanaians to get employment beyond the security agencies, so that what happened yesterday will not repeat itself. It's a sad day. It was a sad day for Ghana. It remains a sad situation. That should not repeat itself. Year in, year out, they are happening. Unfortunately, a lot of Ghanaians are also traveling by the desert to seek greener pastures. What happened yesterday is not a case of Ghanaians traveling to seek greener pastures who died. It's Ghanaians who died looking for employment. Employment opportunity that is fewer, or which are fewer than the number of people that went there to be recruited. I'm looking for a budget that is going to see to the employment of lots of Ghanaians, creation of employment for lots of Ghanaians, to avoid such disasters from happening. That for me is my prayer.
Thank you so much for speaking to us. So that's the Menchia South MP, Honorable Naneje Bafo, also speaking to us on the expectations regarding the 2026 budget, which is expected in Parliament in a few minutes to come. I have also been joined here by the Offensive North MP. Honorable, thanks for joining us on Channel 1 News.
Thanks for having me.
So we expect the Finance Minister in a few minutes in the House to present the 2026 budget, which is the government's policy document for the ensuing year. As a lawmaker, what do you expect from this document?
It's quite sad that we had to lose 6 girls who are looking for opportunity to work, and I'm hoping that not as we promised the young Ghanaian at the beginning of the year employment, and the Minister of Education had promised recruitment of 50,000 teachers. Unfortunately, it never happened. We are in November. It never happened. So I want to see how best we can put systems in place, put investment in place to make sure that we are creating jobs, sustainable jobs for our teeming youth. You know, the Ghanaian youth is very aggressive, hardworking, smart, and I was shocked to see the number of people who are yearning to be part of one of the finest profession, which is the military. The military is respected so much, but unfortunately, not that many students or not many youth can get employment in there. And if the system is working well, at least we shouldn't have this number of young ones in a nation yearning to be part of the military. And I want to see some kind of investment into entrepreneurship so that we can create diverse jobs for the youth. Remember, the private sector create jobs. So how are we going to support to